Hi there guys, this is Nikhil from GreedyTech and these are all the tips and tricks for your Meizu M3s. So this device is running FlyMe OS, so any device running FlyMe will have the same set of features. On the front we have the button which also acts as a home button, back button and a fingerprint scanner. If your device is locked, you can simply place your finger on the fingerprint scanner to unlock it. First you have to wake it up. For that we have double tap to wake feature, which I'll come to in a minute. So just double tap to wake up the device, and once you place your finger on the fingerprint scanner, it will unlock your device. Next, if you want to go back a step, you can press the back button. So let's say you have opened the phone dialer, and if you want to go back, just touch this button. Yes, touch, it's a capacitive back button. So if you just touch it, it'll go back. And if you want to go to the home screen, you can press it. So it'll go to the home screen. Next, if you want to open the recent apps page, simply swipe from the button, and there you go. These are all your recent apps. Now let's come back to the home screen, and now if you press and hold on any empty space, you get the option to arrange the icons, change wallpapers and add widgets. So let me just arrange the icons. Now I can simply select all the icons that I want, press and hold and drag and drop them anywhere that I want. Now to access the screen gestures, just go to settings. Once you're in settings, scroll down and select accessibility. It's all here. Select the first option, gesture wake up. From here you can enable any of these options. So I have enabled double tap to wake, slide upwards, slide downwards and horizontal slide. You can also enable these options, like you can draw a character like C to open a specific app directly. So I'll open the camera app. So now let me just show you some of these gestures. Let me lock this device, and now when I double tap the screen, it will wake the phone. Now if I do a swipe up, it will directly unlock the phone if you don't have a password. Next, if I do a swipe down, it will show me the notification bar. If I have any notifications, it shows me the notifications, or else it will give me the notification toggles. Now, if I have a music player running, then I can simply swipe left or swipe right to change the audio track. Next, I can draw a C character to open the camera app. As you can see, it has opened the camera app. Now, these are all the gestures you have on your phone, so you can enable or disable any of them depending upon your preference. I would usually stick with double tap to wake because this fingerprint scanner is not active fingerprint scanner. So if you just place your finger on the fingerprint scanner, it will not unlock it. So for that, double tap the screen and simply place your finger, and it's a much seamless process. By the way, this double tap to wake works better than Mi 5. So this is a fingerprint scanner, and I have already showed you how to unlock your phone. So first you need to configure that. If you go to settings and select fingerprint and security, from here you can manage your fingerprints. If you enable this option that says use to unlock screen, you can unlock your screen using the fingerprint scanner. If you want to add or remove your fingerprints, simply come to this place, select this option, enter your password, or simply place your finger on the fingerprint scanner to unlock. From here you can add a new fingerprint or delete an old one. Now we have additional options like Vault, App Lock and Guest Mode. So let me just show you Vault. If you try to enter that, you have just only one option to enable this. So once you enable this, you will be able to unlock the Vault using your fingerprint scanner. Now let's go to the home screen. This is your file explorer. Now from here, using this application, you can hide anything, images, videos, any file using this file manager. So let me just go to pictures and hide something. So I'm going to hide this particular image. Just press and hold, go to menu, select move to vault. Now it is moved to the vault. Now vault is just like your bank vault. So to access that, you go to favorites, and now you have the vault. Now to access the vault, you need to enter the password, and this password is different from your phone's password. Now to unlock this vault, you can either enter the password or simply place your finger on the fingerprint scanner. Once you do that, it will unlock. So as you can see, you can hide pictures and videos and probably other files too. Now if you want to move files from vault to your normal SD card, it's a pretty simple process. You can just give it a try. You can select move and select the location. That's all. Next, let's see app lock. So once again, go to fingerprint and security, select app lock. Now enter the password, or just simply place your finger on the fingerprint scanner and it will unlock. Now you can set a lock to any of these applications. Now I have already set it to the App Store. Now go to the home screen and now select App Store. Now it will ask you for the password. Once again, you can either enter the password or simply place your finger on the fingerprint scanner to unlock it. Now let me go back once again. Now I'm going to add app lock for 9GAG. Now let me just try to open that. By the way, this application is App Dialer. Now 9GAG is asking for the password. So let me just go back to the previous application that we have unlocked. That's the App Store. Now it is not asking for the password because just previously, few minutes ago, we have unlocked it. Now if I simply lock the phone and unlock it, it will ask me for the password. So you can change this behavior from app settings. Now let's go back to the app settings. Over here we have guest mode. So guest mode is like a different user or your secondary user who doesn't have access to your images, videos or anything. We have a different guest password. Now if I try to unlock the phone, it'll ask me for the password. Now I have two passwords, one for my regular phone and second password is for the guest mode. So if I was to give my phone to any unknown person just to make a call maybe, I don't want him to access my files. So I'll give him the guest mode password, which is 4321. Now once we do that, it will directly log in into the guest mode. And in the guest mode, nothing is available. I mean, he cannot access your contacts, your images, your videos or anything else. You can even restrict the usage in the guest mode. Now to go back to your normal account, you can simply enter your actual password or you can simply place your finger on the fingerprint scanner to log into your normal account. This feature is not really all that great, but it definitely helps you bump up your security on your phone. Next we have Smart Touch Bubble. So to access that, simply swipe down. Over here you have the Smart Touch Bubble, and once you enable it, you get this small white color floating bubble on the screen. So which basically follows you everywhere. Now the only con with this Meizu M3 is that the home button is actually very hard to press. So for that reason, I use a smart bubble all the time. So here's the bubble. You can press and hold it to move it to any place that you want. And if you swipe down, it'll open the notification bar. And if you swipe up, it'll take you to the home screen. It's just like pressing the home button. And if you swipe left, it'll switch with your recent application. You can simply swipe left or right to switch between applications, one after other. So for now, let's go back to home. You can swipe up and now let's go to settings. You can edit these settings from accessibility. Now you have the smart touch, select that. Now I'll change double tap to launch task manager. It's already set to that. Oh, there you go. Recent apps page. Now let me just show you that once again. I can swipe left or right to switch between applications. Swipe up to go to the home screen. Double tap to open the recent apps page. Now while we're at the recent apps page, I'll show you how to use multi-window feature. All the apps doesn't support multi-window feature, but some essentials like YouTube, Chrome, MX Player supports that. So we have the YouTube over here. Now we have this multi button over here, just click that. And once you do that, it'll open up in a small window. From here you can open other applications. Now I'm opening the maps and now I will be able to watch a video and navigate through my world. For a screen size of 5 inches, multi-window is definitely not required, but it's very handy. Now you can increase or decrease the multi-window size by simply swiping like this. And if you want to go back to the full screen, simply swipe down or you can swipe up. And it is as simple as that. Next, if you want to record calls automatically on your phone, simply open the phone dialer, go to menu, select settings. Now from here, select the last option, that is a call recording. From here, enable record all calls and you can change other settings over here. Next, let's go back to the home screen. Now once you're here, select settings. Now scroll all the way to the bottom. We have the battery settings. We have 3 modes: battery saving, balanced and performance. So if you're low on battery, switch to saving. If you want high performance, maybe while you're gaming, select performance, and for a balanced battery life, select balanced. Besides that, we have many modes. So these are all your modes: low power mode, super mode, customized mode. And if you go to settings, you can switch between these modes based on time or based on your battery percentage. Once again, not a fancy feature, but if you use it properly, it can drastically improve your battery life. Next, we go to settings and select notification bar. From here, you can change the toggles. So these are your notification toggles, and if you want to change the position of these toggles, this is the place you need to come. Now select toggle management. Now you can simply press and hold on these icons to move them anywhere you want. At the same place, if you want to display the battery percentage on the status bar, scroll to the bottom and enable this option. Next, if you want to display the network speed, on the status bar, simply enable this toggle. Now let's go back. We also have themes, but I didn't find any good ones. At most it changed the wallpapers and icons, that's all. I really wanted to change these notification toggles, but I couldn't find any good ones. So I just dropped the idea. From here you can select any of the themes, just click it, download it, and once it is downloaded you can apply it. Let's go back. Next, if we go to settings, you have something called as extra large easy mode. So once you enable that, this is the UI you get, and it is much easier to use for elderly people. So if this phone is going to be used by any elderly person, just enable this mode and it will be much easier for them. Text size will be increased, icon sizes will be increased, and on the whole it gives them a much easier way to interact with the phone. Next, this is the default video player that is available on this phone, and we have something very cool with it. So I can play this video. Now I'm just gonna decrease the volume, maybe pause the video. And now there's a button over here. You can swipe on the right to change the brightness level. You can swipe on the left to increase or decrease the volume. And you have this button over here, simply click that to open this video in a floating window. Now no matter where I go, I'll be able to watch this video. So there you go. Now if you want to close it, simply click on it once and press this button. And that's pretty much it. Now there is something hidden in this file manager. Just open it up and select this option, or just select that, and over here you have the option to unmount the SD card, format the SD card, or even reset the device. For some reason they put it there. Next, if you open the gallery app, in the photos tab, if you press this button, you have the option to display in map. So if your images have location based information, you can see where the images were taken on a map. Let's go to the last section, security app. So this is your security app, and these are the default options that you can see. First option is for the cleaning. It will basically clear all the useless files on your phone. It's usually useful, but don't kill apps in the RAM. Next we have accelerator, which basically does the same, clears the RAM. And next we have data, where you can restrict mobile data usage for applications to reduce your data cost. Okay, let's go back. Next we have harassment blocking, where you can block SMS and calls. Next we have permissions. From here we have a lot of permissions. First is the auto launch applications. So these are all the applications that are allowed to run in the background. So normally I don't need 9GAG to be running in the background because it will drain battery. Same goes for Asphalt Extreme and Google Maps Wallpaper Changer. So you can simply disable these applications. So these apps won't be allowed to run in the background and thereby don't drain the battery. And that's pretty much it. Next, if you go to notification apps, from here you can disable the notification permission for any of these applications. Next, if you go to privacy, you can change the permissions, any of these permissions for those applications. Next, if you go to app management, you have all your applications here. Once you click on any of them, you get all the permissions they have access to. So that's pretty much it about the permissions. So that's pretty much it for the security app. Next, we have app defaults. So for that, just open settings, scroll all the way to the bottom, select applications or apps, and scroll all the way to the right. So these are the default applications. From here, you can select a default SMS app, default home launcher, default camera app, default browser, and so on. So that's pretty much it, guys. And if you don't know, if you want to take a screenshot, simply press volume down and power button to take the screenshot. And if you're not able to do that, simply go to the toggles and there should be a toggle to take a screenshot. Here you go. So that brings us to the end, guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any more doubts, do let me know by commenting below this video. And if you like this video, hit that like button and stay tuned to us. This is Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day. Oh, by the way, do check out these videos. All are pretty cool.